Hey ho folks, what's up? This is Macro and today we're playing Satisfactory again. Last time around we almost finished the heavy modular frame production line. Only thing left is to connect it to over here. And as you can see, I already prepared the input belts here and also for our intermediate products that we retrieve from these freight platforms here. I already prepared the input belts. So let's hop down to our factory building. Oh yeah, and I also prepared the hopefully last floor with a height of 4, right? And there's only one wall left, and I guess we just connect it in the end then and use this as the ceiling, right? Would be weird if we drew a new ceiling here. So let's just do that. All right, so down to here, where we got our heavy modular frames here. So what we need to do is we need to collect them all up with appropriate merges, right? Oh yeah, and I think that was another thing that I wanted to do now that I see it. Yeah, use all of the modular frames here, right? All of them, merge them here, and then send them over to the manufacturers here. Yeah, cool. Actually, I got no idea where the input conveyor actually is going to be, or the output rather. Let's check that again. Okay, there are the two inputs and there is the output, and it's basically somewhat over here. So I guess let's just collect everything here, right behind that manufacturer, right? Like that. Should be 2 point something. So we can use one. And then we could just bring it up directly from here, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. Conveyor floor hole. One off from the center and then kind of touching this. So, whoopsie, like that, right? So if we were to bring down a lift like that, should be fine. Yes. That should all be connected. Let's hop up here. Where is it? There it is. So I guess let's just do something like that, and then like that. That looks a bit weird. Yeah, that's the right way. Okay, and we should be good. All right. Now that we start to distribute our products into the freight platform up here. You should be seeing them, yes, in here. We might want to set up a train accordingly. Let's double check the platform over here. This should be load. Yes, and this one also load. Very good. So let's set up a train. We need transport, electric locomotive, and 2 freight cars. 1, 2. This one is going to be called... How do we call the other one? Construction is... That's alright. Give him a moment so that I can select him here. Excuse me. HMF intermediate in. Okay, so let's call it HMF out. That's implicit. That implicitly means that we are talking about the products, right? So your first station will be HMF out, and your second and last station will be central in. Save changes, turn on self-driving, leave that train, and let's see. It should now load all available heavy modular frames from here. I think we never witnessed this animation in an episode, right? So let's celebrate it a little bit, I guess. Let's load it onto the train, and while it's doing that, you cannot access anything. Neither the platform nor the train. Now we can, and it's got the heavy modular frames loaded and is now going to go for our central storage. Unload it there. Everything is already prepared in terms of storage containers and the delivery system, so everything should go into the correct container. Cool. Nice. All right. So that's done. Let's have a look at our plan, how we are going to proceed. Okay, so down here we finished that. Don't need to care about that anymore. These assemblers here are finished as well, but we still need some of their products, or all of their products in case of the motors here. And I think... Oh, yeah, smart platings from here. Okay. I think that we should take care of the modular engines next. We already have the motors, right? We already have the smart platings available upstairs in the train station. And this is another final product that we are going to deliver, right? So I just realized that we still have to set up some mergers for the final product line, since there are going to be 3 products, right? Currently we have only connected the heavy modular frames, but we'll see about that. Yeah, those 2 we already have, and then we need rubber from back here. Is that all the rubber we are going to need? Everything else is already used up? Yeah, I guess so, right? So the remaining rubber, 45, along with all the motors and all the smart platings, go into 3 more manufacturers then for modular engines. All right, so that's going to be our next task then. By the way, I was talking about this up here, right? Maybe we want to fix that right away. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I guess that's going to be a little weird. Let's see. Is that what we want to do? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we need a merger. Yeah, maybe just here. So no, a merger please. Going this way. Connect it all up with MK4 belts. That, and now we have another possibility for an input right here, right? So that we could put the other products there accordingly. Okay, cool. That's fixed. And now let's see, rubber. Let's check where the rubber is. Let's check where the motors are. Motors should be kind of right over here, not here, but like here, right? No, these are the stators, and stators go over here. So motors here, motors here. 6 motors overall. Let me check that real quick. That's exactly right. So we need to merge them. And I guess then bring them up here. Oh no, merger was already selected. Good. Let's do it as close as possible. This way, I guess? No. Let's do it in this direction so that the output lift is going to be here. We can already place that, I guess, like that. Connect those kind of over here, but of course without clipping, like that. So now all motors should be collected to this merger, into this lift, and then we are going to bring that over there and send it upstairs, basically, right? So let's check the rubber then, and that's going to be a little trickier, I guess. I think everything... Oh no, not the plastic. We haven't taken care of the plastic. That's this one? No, that's fuel. Yeah, but... Isn't that? That's plastic. Yeah. Yeah, that's not merged at all. Okay. Okay. And the remaining rubber should be here, 45. Perfect. All right, we could bring it up here. That's not gonna work, is it? How about that? Oh, even worse. Okay, let's see. Can I get up here? All right, we can also bring the rubber below the ceiling over to, like, I don't know, here maybe. What is that? That's more status for the next floor. So maybe we want to bring it right next to our motors here, right? Oh, didn't mean to do that. So maybe something like here. Yeah, maybe something like that. this guy here. And like so. Let's see where we end up down here. Oh. Okay, we're good, we're good. Oopsie. So this one in that direction. Move all of that. Bring that one up. That's kind of a shame. Because we can't do that. It's not gonna work in terms of a straight conveyor belt. We could move the other this thing back there a little bit, but let's see how the game thinks that. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's bring it over as far as possible in one straight line. And what do you think? Are we gonna do it like that? I guess so, right? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so that's rubber and motors as well. Rubber there, motors here. So we would end up on this. So where was it? On this lane. Let's do it like that for now, just to check what's what up there. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. There we go. Okay, that would be here. I would like to put the manufacturers right here, if that's possible. That's 3, right? So let's see. Which way do we want to put them? Oh, that's way too close to the wall. Let's maybe do it like that. Much better. Okay, so I mean, we'd be able to bring the resources around anyway, right? That's never gonna be a problem. But how about we just do it the other way around, like that? And bring the resources in on this side. Like that. And can we get away with, let me check that real quick. Let's do it like that, I guess. With something like that. No? Okay. Yeah, but wait a second. We don't need to put that one in there, right? So we could do something like that. And that would be our layer 2 input. And that's layer 1. You know what I mean? Layer 0, 1, 2, right? And now, can we get away with this? Yeah, we can, no problem. And we also could, I guess, get away with, what is it? 2, 1, 2, something like that, right? Yeah, good stuff. So, just like that, right? We should have... Oh, it's not connected below. Yeah. So, we use those, and we use this one. To connect to over there. Whoa. All right. Whoopsie. We need to keep in mind that we don't want to cross this whole area here, right? Because this is going to be for the outputs. So for... What is it actually? Modular engines, right? Smart platings. Yeah. For smart platings, we wanna... Wait a second. We wanna go over in this direction all the way until we kind of meet this line here, right? So that's that. That's the smart platings. Okay. So we wanna go this way first, as far as possible, or maybe like that, something like that, and then maybe directly to here. So there should be smart platings here. Yes. Cool. Let's continue with those. The first one is the layer 2. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. That's the one. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Then layer 1 here. 1, 2, and layer 1. 1, 2, 1, and layer 0 here, and here. Okay. Those. Okay. Connect the main lines. Connect the single lines. That should all be Mark 1, no problem. Let's start with the lifts. That. 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 And one last time. You and you. And the single bells as well. Those, and we should be fine basically. We could of course omit this one, but let's just keep it there. Let me double check. It's exactly 3 manufacturers, so we don't have to downclock anything. All right. We might wanna use some power here. Give me that and make that MK2. like so. Connect it up. Oh, nice. Connect those three guys. All right. We might even want to place another merger here, right? For our next products? I guess so. Can I start building that from up there? I cannot. All right. Where do we want to go on this lane? So like that. And like that, right? Connect up. And then we bring the remaining stuff around from here. Since you know we gotta make sure that we don't cross, oopsie, the input lines here. That's why we gotta do it like that, basically. And we cannot bring it up here, you know, because we don't want to cross this line, as I just said. I mean, we could bring in these smart platings from the other side, right? We could kind of continue in this direction and bring it over here. Huh. Also, let's leave it at that for now. I guess it's fine. Let's take care of motors and rubber down here. Should be just a matter of lifts. And conveyor belts. I guess you go there. And we bring you over all the way. Like that. And now we should be producing modular engines. Getting rubber. There it is. Rubber coming in. You should have some more already. Yeah, and you should soon start to produce. There we go. Cool. And they should even be delivered to our central storage already. Let's think about that for a second. It kind of bothers me, I gotta say. If we wanted to bring it over from this side, we would have to rebuild all of those three splitters here because they all need to be turned around 180 degrees. We could, however, just turn this guy around. All right, I guess that's the way. Wait a second, I'll show you what I mean. Let's drop off the smart plating. Well, I guess that's not gonna work, but it doesn't matter. Can I please? Yeah, like that. bring them over from here, I guess. Kind of weird, isn't it? It's gotta be this, right? Okay, what we want to do is bring it over to like, I don't know, like here. That should be more than enough, right? Like this, and then all the way around. So on this lane here somewhere, on this edge, to be exact, and like that. Just throw them away, I guess. Okay. Done. Dismantle this whole thing again. Kind of weird, but okay. Yeah, and then we can just do something like this. But we want to bring it around here already, but we can do it the other way around maybe. Maybe that's easier to do. Like that. Like that. Much better, I'd say. Nice. Cool. So that is that taken care of. That taken care of. The rubber taken care of. This and this. Good stuff. All right. So what next? Plastic. Okay, we need plastic for computers over there, and we need plastic for circuit boards prior. We need to take care of copper sheets still. That's the remaining copper ingots. We should still. Oh yeah. There was we did this split thing over at the wire production, right? Yeah, I can remember. Cables. Have we already taken care of cables? I think so, right? Let me check that real quick. It should be. Everything of that should be here. So, what are you? Steel pipes. Yeah, okay. That was our remaining copper here, right? Just a regular splitter. That's all wire. A wire goes to over here for, what is it? Status? Okay. Wire goes to over here for cable. All right, so that's the cable production there. We still need to merge this stuff. And we might want to bring it here, right? And then I guess bring it over there and to the next floor. Something like that. Might be a good idea. So let's merge all of that first. Where are we? We need a lift. cool. How much is it for each? 28, okay. 30. Okay. One belts then. All right. Copper was just here. Ooh, okay, 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 okay. So let's see. Oh, we could get away with something like that, I guess, for copper. But the other way around, MK4 is fine. That should be exactly in line. Yes, cool. Now let's see. This is exactly on the edge there. So yeah, give me another hole like that. And then bring the cable over. Okay, so cables and copper done. Copper should be this here, right? Yes, and it should be cables, good. Okay, let's see. So, cables we have. Let's take care of copper sheets next. So that's 8 constructors, 7.8 to be exact. So we could build 2 rows of 4. And maybe bring in the products to the center then, right? Sheets. So that's gonna be copper sheets. Copy it now. We're learning, guys, we're learning. That's 4. And now we need to do something like that, right? Is that... Yes. Like that. And you are going to run at 80%, right? Yes. All right. Oh. No, we gotta do that again. I'm sorry, but no. I'm sorry. Where are we here? On this. And then it's gotta be this way. Huh? There we go. Okay, cool. So, let's split all the copper ingots like that. Question is, if we were to do something like that, is that possible? It is, but the other way around only. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, no problem. I can live with that. Let's lift that up a bit so that we can do something like that. No? Yes, of course. Whatever that is. But, you know, guys, we're not here to ask questions. We're just so glad that it works this way. So let's bring all of this around here. That. I guess that's Mark 1 as always. Alright. And Mark 4 for our main belt here. What did I do? I totally messed up here. It's gotta be like this. So let's do that again real quick. Let's do that without clipping. Just like that. You up, you up. Alright, now, yeah. Copper is being delivered here. That's what? That's 8, right? So we could use exactly one Mark 3 then? I guess so, right? Yeah. I cannot even see the other one here. Connect you. And you. And now it's 8 remaining connections, which should be exactly sufficient for those 8 constructors here. Cool. Now they should start producing copper sheets. Alright, cool. Which we are going to merge in this direction. So, give me a merger. Don't step on the conveyor belt, thank you. Place them like that. We are going to get 10 per minute. Easy as that. There we go. Copper sheets done. Bam. Copper sheets. Okay. So, next up. Oh, plastic, of course. Plastic should fit on one belt, no problem. It's only 252 for both. So we might want to bring plastic as well. Maybe. What is this? Cables. Maybe even here? That would be great. But I don't think we can manage that downstairs. You know what? I'll take care of the plastic in between episodes so that we can continue with the circuit board production next time. And then we'll place the computer production right in this direction, right? Yeah, I would say so. We'll see about that. Maybe we squeeze it in here or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, but I guess that's gonna be the plan for next episode. So let me take care of the plastic so that we have it here or somewhere around here, right? Maybe even over here. That would also be kind of cool. Maybe you know what? Let's see. What is it? It's 6 assemblers. So we might want to do something like that. What was it? Or was it like that? I don't know. I don't remember. That's a bit too close for my liking, but it would whoopsie, not like that. But it would be possible. And I'm talking about the output side, right? Like here. You should still be able to merge that over there. Yeah. I think so. And then the other assembler would be like that, right? Like that. And I always keep forgetting if that's too close. No, that's exactly what we want, right? Yeah. Okay, so bringing in regular circuit boards, bringing in the plastic like over from here would also be possible. Or, what was it, 6? Yeah. Or, let's do 2 more on each side. That's 3. And that's 3. Or even something like back here, right? Something like that, so that we can bring it in from here then. We could, we have to cross some conveyor lines then, but that's no problem. That's no problem. Okay, I guess that's the plan then. Let me take care of the plastic, as I said, so that we have that one available for, can you screw it, for our assemblers here, so that we can proceed with the circuit board production then. All right, cool. Guys, thanks so much for watching. We are getting closer and closer to finishing the HMF Factory. So I'm quite excited about that. Cool. Guys, I think I already said it, but thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you around next time as well. And until then,